Hello, and welcome everybody to this morning's good morning dinosaur action. I was mentioning in the Discord there, I fell asleep putting my daughter to sleep, and I woke up and she woke up, and anyways, it's almost 6 a.m. where I am. Everybody is still asleep, so I thought I would do the stream I was planning to do before I got some sleep, but I got to bed early, so here it is. Continuing with Stampede Dinos, adding in some other legendary creatures like the Questing Beast, going on a quest to find some of the best options, especially now that the deck can become kind of a toolboxy sort of thing. Certainly the Questing Beast would have helped me against that pesky 9 lives Azorius. It's not fun. Not fun whatsoever. I think that's basically good. I'm not even going to test it today, but there we go. Questing Beast doesn't make a lot of sense for a lot of people. I think it's just generally a good creature. It is, straight up. I'm quite excited for the potential it's going to bring. Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste, 4/4, can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, so I could see a lot of scenarios where it does sneak by early, and it is nice to have something else that can be cast for 4 to 6 mana. Again, usually, if I can make 4 mana, probably that does include the combination, the classic combination by now of Castle Garenbrig, Sunken Citadel, and 2 other lands. But that's still, that's a pretty good thing to be doing on turn 4. Hopefully, most people, I would imagine, would want to be playing this on turn 3, a little bit ahead of turns. But, yeah, that's alright. It's going to be good. And also taking out Planeswalkers as well, which I could have Rampaging Raptor, the new one from March of the Machine, but it does require 2 and 2 red. And that would be quite difficult for this deck to manage big time. Archdruids still feeling absolutely amazing, especially with that single Cavern of Souls. So every single thing in the deck, other than the one cavern, every single land, makes my source of green, and much more comfortable, much more. Hunk, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Yes, finally able to catch a live stream. Good stuff. I got, I think, more than a regular amount of sleep. Fell asleep at about 8 or so with my daughter, and then yeah, we're good. I got a full pot of coffee. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this, just because they might start to be waking up probably by 7, so I might only get an hour or so. But yes, I do appreciate it. Or anybody else watching later on, whenever it is, you guys are probably asleep, because this is a little bit off for most of you, I would imagine. But I say we pretty much jump right into it, get as many matches as possible on the books. Pithing Needle, stop the Field of Ruin, Planeswalkers, Manlands, you name it. That's going to buy me time. And we stop Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. I still feel like Pithing Needle, it might be better than Pick Your Poison. 1 green to make the opponent sacrifice their Vein Ripper or any other creature with flying, but this can come down easier, a little bit easier than Pick Your Poison, and we just play it turn 1, turn 2, it's down. We don't have to worry about always using 1 green. It can fill in the spots on the early turns. I might be able to play 1 big thing on a certain turn, but I might not be able to have 1 extra green for Pick Your Poison, so sometimes I might be in a sticky situation, able to cast Pick Your Poison or play Carnage Tyrant. Of course I would rather cast Pick Your Poison, but this, you get it down, and we should buy ourselves enough time. If we name Sorin Imperious Bloodlord, probably the earliest is maybe turn 5 that they can get the Vein Ripper, and I think that should be long enough to do what we want to do. Hopefully. Yeah, but I am working on an overall primer for this specific way to play Dinosaurs with Sunken, Castle Garenbrig. I still want to continue to test things, but definitely it's got to be pretty much to the point where I could provide a nice primer, all the reasonings for this and this and this, and I've tried enough, and I think I have a good idea, at least for myself. I want to provide the best information overall. I don't know how long that primer video would be, but I would imagine it's going to be quite a bit. All the little things you might find yourself running into, all these fringe scenarios. Oh, Xenagos, absolutely. A Gishath, 100%. Xenagos is a no-brainer. And I have heard that if people see Xenagos as your commander or in part of the deck, they don't like it because it's so brain dead and, oh, you just play a creature and it's hasty and you double its power. Nah. You play it because it's good. And this hand could be good to start off. Fantastic stuff. A lot of you guys might not think this looks good, but hey, a Sunken and a Commune. Commune off of the Sunken. We choose green, get the second land for Sylvan, or the third land. You get the idea. Watch. Hopefully it's not Thoughtseize to rip Commune, but that looks fantastic. It's pretty cool to say a hand with just one Sunken Citadel could be good. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. Oh, okay. I jinxed myself.
Dang!
Don't do Commune. Oh, they did it. Oh boy. Well, it's worth a risk. I certainly like risking it. Of course, I didn't know that it would be Rakdos Vampires. Hey, if they didn't go turn 1 Thoughtseize, they would be in a world of trouble. At least it's not the turn 3 Vein Ripper, but you can imagine. Really, I probably could have gone away with it. There's a good chance that it would be some deck that does involve Thoughtseize, and no, we're not coming back from that. No. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Commune digs, grabs the second land. Sylvan gets the third land. Archdruids grabs Sunken or whatever. Pithing Needle, 100%. Like I was saying, we turn off Sorin, or the second Pithing Needle, we turn off Blood Tithe Harvester. That could be a really fantastic thing. Maybe they wait. They're going to take out the Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha on the turn that we dump Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant, and then we lose the haste for all Dinosaurs, and we might need to attack that very turn. So it is nice. The Pithing Needle, second and third copies of that, not bad. Maybe the second copy turns off Reflection of Kiki Jiki, their potential to copy a Vein Ripper that they had to hardcast, because the first one named Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. Questing Beast is a Pandro. I do like things with reach, I must admit. Possibly blocking the Vein Ripper. Archdruids. Gotta remove something. Up the Beanstalk too. I could possibly trim. I'll trim 3 copies. Usually I do see Sheoldred, the Apocalypse, pretty often. Sometimes Up the Beanstalk does kill me if I play a few and then they play Sheoldred, but for the most part I love and would prefer starting off with Up the Beanstalk, because, well, more often than not I don't face Sheoldred, so having the fantastic card draw from Beanstalk feels pretty good. This is definitely better. They'll probably prioritize that Thoughtseize because they saw how absolutely painful it was for us in that first game. Yeah, you never know. I was just hoping it was maybe a blood. Sunken Citadel. Okay, you die. See you later. The fact that we drew that Sunken. So you can see how good it can be. That first game would have been good. This is, I have all the mana I need. You can't Thoughtseize away that. Hopefully we see Pithing Needle to, okay, name you know who. Well, we might not be dead, as long as they don't go turn... Oh, okay, good, good. It wasn't turn 3 Sorin Imperious Bloodlord, which is a very good point. Of course, that is a possibility, but it's not like Rakdos Vampires is dropping Sorin and Vein Ripper on turn 3 every single time. You have to keep that in mind. That's just not how it goes. It's just the best thing. I don't know how often it is, but yeah, basically the opponent will be dead. Archdruids to grab a second Ghalta. Do you have 2 Thought Seizes? Are you going to play Shieldred? Kill him. Watch him play Shieldred right now, and I don't care, because you die. Archfiend of the Dross. Huh. Good game. Good game. It's pretty cool to know they're dead. Doesn't matter what they play. Oh, never gets old. Yeah, I like grabbing a creature that gives everybody haste. Regisaur Alpha. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Call an ambulance!
And Xenagos.
Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Oh, poor Rakdos Vampires. I feel so terrible that I do this. Let's go get them. I'm getting them. That's what it's all about. See you later, buddy. Ooh. Welcome, Lucas. You joined at the right time. There you go. I don't have to worry about anything the opponent has done if they haven't killed me by the time that I do that. Man, but just the extra icing of Xenagos there. We can look at that. You can marvel how I decimated it. Yeah. But it's also nice pairing Zapandro with Xenagos. It doesn't always happen, but hey, a 48 trample haste. I tapped 5 lands and look what I did. There you go. Is it overkill? Sometimes yes, but it is not just overkill, it's always kill. You got to imagine I would plow through any creatures, any defense that any opponent has tried to do. Yeah, damage for 4 games, absolutely. But I like this. I know that I would have got the job done with maybe I'm facing down 2 Archfiend of the Drosses, 4 Archfiends, who knows what, but they're dead. Yes, absolutely, Lucas. Oh. Oh. Man, I love this. I love everything about this. And I love this hand, my goodness. My, oh my. 2 Pithing Needles. This is basically perfect. Okay, Thought Seizes. Duress. Hopefully one of the Pithing Needles gets down so we can name Sorin. Make the opponent even more sore in. We'll be soaring to new heights with the amount of damage that I deal. Hopefully. I would recommend it. Pioneer, though, I guess it's, well, it's a little bit more difficult. Just because it is paper and the cost of it, I would imagine. Let me type this in right. Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord. There you go. Not today. As long as Sylvan Scrying sticks around grabbing a Castle Garenbrig, maybe we'll be feeling alright. That's okay for me. That's okay for me. Should be okay, as long as I can maybe get a Carnage Tyrant. But we can make 6. Maybe I draw land next turn, I can make 7, Sylvan Scrying, setting up for a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. But Pithing Needle as well. I could just name Hive of the Eye Tyrant, wouldn't have to worry about that. Fable and whatnot. But I am excited to play Dinosaurs in Pioneer. If my local game store starts to do Pioneer again, I think they will. That would be kind of nice. I would imagine the Vein Ripper is coming down probably next turn. They have access to 5 mana. Okay, well, we lose Sylvan Scrying, unfortunately. That's okay. That's okay. The mana base is a big problem. Very, very expensive stuff. Should have brought in Culling Ritual, possibly. You can imagine Culling Ritual with my own Pithing Needles. That could have been quite devastating for the opponent. I would have been making 4, 6, a lot of mana with Culling Ritual. Quite nice. Got to be another Castle Garenbrig. Try and get there. Next turn, maybe we could kill the opponent. Let's name Blood Tithe Harvester. Boom, boom, there you go. Yes, a morning dino stream. Mad Dad Lab, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. Oh, 100% mono green dinos. Maybe with the mana base being pretty expensive, you could try out mono green dinos. This deck is mostly mono green. Basically, it could be. You don't have the Cavern of Souls, you have a lot of forests. You don't really have much of any way to play Regisaur Alpha or Palani's Hatcher. You leave that basically just with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant as the way to get the Regisaur or the Ghalta down. Could I almost kill him next turn? Maybe, depending what I draw. If it's a land that enters untapped, it's a land that enters untapped. Are we going to get the job done? Let's go. Whew. It's like an auctioneer. 15 damage towards them. Somebody has to block. And we have to attack with everything. Sadly, we have 2 Ghalta Stampede Tyrants. You can imagine if I had any other big creature. Statistically speaking, I would have imagined... I could imagine the other Ghalta being something other than Ghalta. Yeah, I definitely recommend possibly trying mono green dinos, and that should work out pretty good. I knew I wouldn't get the job done, but you can extrapolate and imagine how it would have happened. Phew. Phew. But yes, definitely the mana base can be a very good investment. The Cavern of Souls, you might get away with Cavern of Souls if you have the 4 Carnage Tyrants and the 4 Tyrranax Rexes. That right there, creatures can't be countered. Prowling Serpopard also could be something to consider. There are a couple creatures that protect against all your creatures being countered, but I definitely recommend looking at Prowling Serpopard. 1 and 2 green for a 4/3 cat snake. I'm pretty sure it's a cat snake from Hour of Devastation. It can't be countered, and creature spells you control can't be countered. 3 for a 4/3 is it's a pretty decent body, and it's certainly a lot cheaper than a single cavern, which I think at the moment is 50, maybe 35 US. It's about $60 Canadian, which is kind of painful. Green has some of the best options to protect against counter spells. Oh, give me the best hand. Look at that. We've got a Sunken Castle, an Underground Mortuary, a forest-typed land for castle. We're good. And a Commune to boot. Man, this is lovely stuff. It is, definitely. Oh, Boros, whatchamacallit. Well, they said good game already. Hopefully we can maybe beat them. We're about to find out. I mean, we're not dead yet. Yeah, your Boros Convoke, and maybe they only have 1 land. That's why they said good game for themselves. Oh, that might be. Huh. But we need that. Archdruids, Up the Beanstalk. You know what? I kind of like Up the Beanstalk. We're going to be going Carnage Tyrant next turn anyways, with the forest and whatnot. Mono white dinos. That might be possible nowadays. It's a little bit rough to maybe beat him. Well, we could. Let me think. I'm wondering. Carnage Tyrant 4 or 5. I'll play Carnage Tyrant and see what happens, but yeah, it is painful to lose to Boros Heroic when they've only played one land. There's nothing we can do. Culling Ritual, though. Culling Ritual would save us game 2, I would imagine. Oh boy. Imodane's Recruiter, give everybody +1/+0 and haste, possibly. We're not dead yet, but we might be. Big time. Knight Errant of Eos. Oh, that is something. Palani's Hatcher could potentially save us, depending what we draw. I have a bunch of creatures to block. We're still at 20. We're not dead yet. Let's not count ourselves out. Keep. Oh, that's painful. Yeah, that's something. As long as we have a lot of creatures on the bottom to block, I like that. Oh man, that thing gets big. Massive. Okay. I really want to get 8 mana potentially, get Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant, smoke them. How would I do that? How could I do that? Archdruids could take out Warden of the Inner Sky. That's a very real possibility, but multiple creatures, if at all possible. 4, 2, 2. Kind of like Questing Beast too. I think I have to play an Up the Beanstalk. Hope to draw a card. Play Questing Beast. Oh, okay. That's yeah, that's not going to be it. Nuts. Darn. I hate that opponent with a passion. That's hopefully we smoke him. Xenagos, no, we need Culling Ritual 100%. But 5-color dinos, yes. With Cavern of Souls and whatnot, 5-color dinos could be a very real possibility. I've done 5-color dinos before, and it has been pretty devastating, I must admit. Hey, they got us game 1. We have something to get them to smoke them out of the water and possibly play Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant. Hopefully we see a Culling Ritual, but I definitely 100% I'm going to keep a hand with 2 Sunkens and a Castle to start. Absolutely. I know, it's very interesting to see what this kind of opponent can do. With a few lands convoking their creatures, usually it's pretty painful, but hopefully Up the Beanstalk draws us into Culling Ritual, which really, the second Sunken I should have named black. I don't always bring in Culling Ritual, so I do miss that fact. The first Sunken green, the second Sunken black to get my source for that. And sometimes that has messed me up because, well, I'm waiting for my source of black, which is Underground Mortuary. My goodness, absolutely nuts. I'm just happy that I have something potentially that could help against it. At least I'm playing Carnage Tyrant next turn. Commune with Dinosaurs should be pretty good. Hopefully I draw a land for the turn, Commune, and Carnage as well. Something to play Palani's Hatcher plus Ghalta, that would be pretty nice to stampede over the opponent. Oh boy. Oh. Here goes nothing. Culling Ritual. Let's do it. Soon. A morning stream. How's it going? Yes. An interesting morning stream. A little bit painful at the moment. Convoke things that darn Warden of the Inner Sky. Well, we have Culling Ritual. Could we play something and live till next turn? 6, 9, 10, 12. Not quite. No, that's sadly not going to happen. Didn't play Culling Ritual to smoke him, which would have been extra nice, wiping the smug look off the opponent's face after that first game. Hey, even if I had that black source, I wouldn't have been playing Culling Ritual, unfortunately. Oh, it is absolutely fast, absolutely nasty, but it's partly why I'm definitely keeping in Culling Ritual. Devastating against that deck. If anything is going to make 8 mana or a lot of mana with Culling Ritual, I make mana based off the number of permanents that are destroyed. My own plus the opponent's. It would be that deck. Just smoking them. But good luck. Get rid of all their artifacts and yeah, everything. But it feels like I've played against Tamazawa. Okay, good hand. Pretty much perfect, I would imagine. Hopefully it's not Thoughtseize turn 1, but we'll turn Commune into Sunken. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do Sunken. Just in case it is Thoughtseize and they get rid of Sylvan, we've got one of the Sunkens. Yeah, I guess. Oh, I'm playing against Boros Convoke twice in a row. Huh. Okay, well, that's something I wouldn't exactly expect, but I guess I'll grab a land that enters untapped, pretty much. Okay, strap yourselves in, folks. This is, well, hopefully I get to Culling Ritual a little bit sooner in game 2, and yeah. Maybe I should start off with Culling Ritual. There you go. Almost could. Trim 4 of those big creatures, the 1-ofs, and just decimate potentially opponents that are trying to do this sort of thing. Want to get that Sunken down. Archdruids to search for something that isn't a land, because at the moment I am 100% completely, absolutely dead. Okay, Palani's Hatcher is certainly not going to save us. Any variation of Dinosaurs was not going to win there, that's for sure. Alright, Culling Ritual it is. And let's see it. Huh. Hey, at least it's fast. Yeah, that's something. We moved through the match pretty quick. Just a little bit unfortunate. Of course, everybody likes to win. That's just not the case. I'm just happy. Yeah, I have something good against it. Anything small. Yeah, it's weird. Back to back. One extinction event. I think one extinction event would be perfectly good, especially whenever you do face off against Mono Green Devotion, which is still floating around. Extinction event tends to devastate that deck. A lot of their creatures are 1 or 3 or 5 odd mana value, so extinction event is devastating, and this is what it's all about. We got our source of black with Underground, Culling Ritual, boom. We should get there. Yeah. But also something against Mono Green Devotion. It's good that I mentioned it. If you can take out the enchantments, I can get the job done. I do like Palani's Hatcher because, well, Sylvan will be the 3rd land. We should be pretty good in that department. Do I want Sunken? I think I want Sunken. We'll choose green and we'll still have 2/4 Up the Beanstalk. Yeah, Sunken is our best bet. Oh, we got there. Good stuff. Thalia's stopping Culling Ritual, making it cost 5 is not fun. Okay, maybe we won't. Huh. Really need to play Carnage Tyrant next turn just to perhaps buy a bit more time. It's a little bit painful. That Warden of the Inner Sky really provides insane value, tapping creatures multiple times and doing all of that nasty, nasty stuff. But hey, I got Up the Beanstalk, draw a land, I hope. Okay. They were almost dead. Ouch. Yes, Extinction Event against Vampires would be good, and sometimes they play Thalia and they win where they would have lost. I can imagine maybe they figured we'd bring in a sweeper and Thalia would do the trick, as it absolutely did there. They dodged a big bullet. Huh. Well, hopefully it's not Boros Convoke for a third time in a row. You just never know what you're going to get. Variance does happen, but perhaps Boros Convoke maybe became a little bit popular. Some content creator did a video on it. Some popular content creator. Pyroclasm. Oh, Pyroclasm would be good. Yeah, there's a lot of luck involved in this game, especially. Doesn't matter how much you play, what you've won. I have read and heard it say that you have about a 30% chance of beating any other opponent, whether they're a world champion or the newest player. You could be a brand new player and you could beat perhaps a world champion if they flood or they get mana screwed, that sort of thing. There's a small window of opportunity. That hand's certainly better. A bunch of lands plus Up the Beanstalk. Quite reasonable indeed. I'll send Ghalta to the bottom. I like to tend to send Ghalta just because I have 4 copies. Of course, it's not nice to see multiples, but I have a reasonable chance of seeing another version of it. Do I like Zapandro? Well, we don't know what we're playing, and I would rather draw land a little bit sooner instead of possibly mono blue mill. Is it mono blue mill? That's not the most fun thing. We'll go with Commune to see if there's a Sunken or somebody. A land. We need a land. We need all the lands we can possibly get. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Oh, it's so fun. You never know what it's going to be, what you're going to get, what you're going to face. I mean, of course, if I knew I was facing Boros Convoke 2 times in a row, I would start off with Culling Ritual, but you never actually know that. Should be alright. Up the Beanstalk first. We have to see if the card we draw is Sunken. We want Sunken to be our land for the turn. That is, well, it's not the case, but hey, you get the idea. If you haven't played your land for the turn and you have a thing that can draw a card or dig or whatever, Commune, Up the Beanstalk, yeah, well, always a chance to win, always a chance to surprise an opponent, especially with something like this. Commune, 100%, use that to find the Sunken, I hope. Now the question becomes, I say Regisaur Alpha. Actually, Tyrranax Rex. Yeah. Next turn, well, turn 5 we'll be able to make 6 for Carnage. Turn 6 we'll be able to make 7 for Tyrranax Rex. We might be skipping over Regisaur Alpha, so I might as well get Tyrranax Rex a copy of that, and hopefully they don't mill us out completely. I think we have a reasonable possibility here. Doesn't make sense to play Regisaur Alpha, absolutely. Hey, at least Carnage Tyrant draws a card. I think this should be good enough aggression. This deck does include Jace the Mind Sculptor. But the new Jace. Enters with 5 loyalty, they -5, and we mill 3 times 5, 15. But we got stuff. I'm able to play some of my stuff, which is not always the case, especially with a deck like this, but hey, there you go. Carnage T-Rex, are you going to be able to mill me next turn? We're going to find out. Of course, Up the Beanstalk, drawing cards is painful. Hopefully that's it. Yeah, Jace the Mind Sculptor. There's a lot of Jaces. They all involve mines, usually. Okay, we're at 15. Tasha's Hideous Laughter would not be too bad because I have so many creatures and stuff with that. Oh. That was actually perfect. It was a spell called Laughter, and I had the last laugh, and I had a clip that involved a laugh. Oh, that was that. There you go. I got revenge against Mono Blue Mill. I lost to them before, but hey, hashtag pre-recorded. There you go. Yeah, it's like it's kind of a counter against Mill with that specific card. I'll pull it up for you guys here. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until that player has exiled cards with a total mana value 20 or more. For most decks, you can imagine that's a lot of stuff. Mana values 4 or less, nothing too costly. But when you're playing a deck like this, Tasha's Hideous Laughter is more like a chuckle or a wheeze. Breathing out your nose, as people say. See ya, Mono Blue. Mono Boo. Boo hoo. Keep it the same, pretty much. I get to do my own thing. The opponent really just tries to mill us as fast as possible. However, I think I'll trim Questing Beast, Xenagos, Vorinclex. Maybe all the Vorinclexes. I want to bring in Hornet Queen for Tasha's Hideous Laughter, just because it costs 7 and flying. We'll see. I think we should be able to get the job done. It really wouldn't matter too much. The game plan stays the same, and well, I'm not keeping that hand. I wouldn't keep it against anybody, but good. Yeah, get that Hornet Queen to the bottom. Should be pretty reasonable with a Sylvan Scrying grabbing a castle, then the Archdruids grabbing Sunken Citadel. Yeah, maybe take out the Ruined Crab. If you can take out the Ruined Crab early, that really does help over multiple turns, milling a bunch of stuff. It saves you. Sweet Oblivion. Hopefully the opponent tastes Sweet Oblivion. We've got Cavern of Souls. Next turn should be quite nice. Play the castle, grab a Sunken. We're able to make 6, plus the Cavern that I have, able to make 7. So if anything's going to get the job done, I think this could be. But Archdruids, well, that's painful. Ashiok turns off our ability to search our library. So, well, maybe not. We'll see. A Sunken Citadel. Well. That's what you get, Mr. Mill. I hope. Fabled Passage, always very nasty, especially when this opponent gets turn 1 Ruined Crab, then they go turn 2 Ruined Crab, and then they play their land for the turn, which is a Fabled Passage. They mill 6, they crack it, another land enters, we mill another 6, and there's Perfected Mind. That's what I was meaning. Oh, okay. Well, we're down to 23. Oh, Carnage Tyrant, good stuff. I like it. It is something. Maybe take out Jace, Perfected Mind, Ashiok to search for a Sunken to play. Perhaps a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant if they haven't milled every single copy. We 1, 2. Okay. Too many Jaces, absolutely too. Oh, okay. I think that's all the Ghalta Stampede Tyrants, if my math is right. Oh boy, it's really cool deck. I have 3 left. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sometimes you just die. Or I guess I'll die, is that meme. just try to do our thing and hope the opponent doesn't do theirs. Pretty straightforward. Pretty unfortunate, but you could have some stuff that shuffles your graveyard into your library. Gaia's something or other, an enchantment or a sorcery where if it's milled from your library, you shuffle your graveyard into your library, something like that. I mean, I won't go so far as to say I hate it. I think it's a pretty strong word, but that is a pretty strong hand to keep. 6 mana eventually. I'll take it. I'll take it. Underground Mortuary. See what's on top. If well, we don't need a forest. I would imagine they. You know, we might. That might come in to be very important if we keep the forest on top, because they're not milling turn 1. Now we will get to 7 mana eventually. Guaranteed. That's happening. But yeah, it is. Well, it's certainly a little rough. It's not the most fun, but again, you just try to do your thing, and it's not like you can really play it any differently. That's what I'm getting at. You can't really make a mistake playing against it. You just try to keep the best hand possible that would allow you to do whatever you're trying to do. That's pretty funny stuff. They barely exiled anything. Take that. Really, Archdruids Charm to search for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. That would kill him. Eventually, I think that would kill him. Hopefully. How many Ghaltas have they milled? 1. Now we're going to grab it now. Just in case. You never know if they would mill all the copies and then I don't have anything to search for. Oh, I was actually a little bit worried they might have a counter spell. Okay, but we're getting ready. We're going to do something good. Tyrranax Rex next turn. Palani's Hatcher the turn after that. I hope. Oh, there is all the Ghaltas. All have been seen. Here goes nothing. They have to kill us next turn. Are they going to be able to mill 17 cards? I think that's a very real possibility. They only have 1 turn to do it. Okay, 8. 2 maddening cacophonies would not do it. Oh, well, I think we got him. We got him, folks. Throw out an oops just to stick it to him. Plus, drawing Zapandro. Yeah, that's.
You won! You did it!
That's what you get, buddy. Crack the egg first, stack the triggers so Zapandro will double the token that's made and eat it. Let's go. Yeah, get him. Phew. Sometimes I guess it's a little bit embarrassing if you lose to mill, but I guess it's not really. It's they mill, they do it, they don't do it. Phew. All right. Got him. Good stuff. Hopefully I should be able to finish one more match here. It's getting 6:30 in the morning. I can probably make it till 7. Sometimes my son does wake up at 6:30, especially if he goes right to bed at 7 in the evening or so. He gets pretty cranky depending how his nap went in the afternoon, but should be at least one more match here. Hey, it's been very interesting this morning. I was about to say tonight, but this morning so far. We make enough mana basically, well, pretty much every game we get enough. Not so much that first game, keeping the potentially good hand, but of course Thoughtseize is always a possibility. Ugh, painful. I need more coffee though. Don't go anywhere. More fantastic dinosaur action is about to happen. Maybe I'll wait and see if I'm going first. I would imagine maybe vampires and definitely keeping that hand. Okay. 1 sec. Oh, spilt my coffee a bit. I only stepped on one toy coming back here. Usually we tidy up before Malia, Explore, Angels. Painful stuff. We're not dead yet. If we get a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, Archdruids Charm is going to mean we probably kill him. I don't think I woke my son up. I stepped on a... Oh, it's the turn 2 silliness. Okay, yeah. Goodness. Well, I'll explain it for anybody that hasn't faced it before, but I mean, it's nothing new. People are revisiting Sorin Imperious Bloodlord with the Vein Ripper and realizing that you can do that. Turn 3 Ghalta and Mavrin. It is a dinosaur vampire, so Sorin does allow that to be put onto the battlefield. Llanowar Elves getting the chance to do that. It's there's no winning. Absolutely crazy. I always like to highlight the potential of that deck because I don't know. I mean, Pithing Needle is gonna help us. Pithing Needle, definitely. I don't know about you, but I'm hopefully putting a stop to that. Questing Beast, 1 Vorinclex. I still like keeping some number of Vorinclex in just because of the potential for the Grand Evolution there. That is increasing the chance of me doing what I want to do with this deck. Yeah. Nuts. Yeah, I was a Sorin Imperious Bloodlord on turn 2 with the ramp from the Llanowar Elves, and they -3'd to put Ghalta and Mavrin. And, well, I'm not coming back from that, unfortunately. I mean, it is something I could do myself, but either they do that thing or they don't. And I think this hand is a definite keep with a Sunken and a Castle Garenbrig. Hopefully no Thoughtseize to rip Pithing Needle. Oh, are you going to try and do it again, buddy? No, you're not. Get out of here. Phew. Hopefully we saved ourselves. No, none of that shenanigans. Ha. Gotcha. Oh, I mean, it is also fight rigging in the mixture. I would imagine fight rigging is coming down. That is... Well, it's not the first time I've faced this particular deck trying to do what it's trying to do. Yeah, Abzan fight rigging, whatever you want to call it. Perhaps it is going to become more popular with Sorin, people trying it out, revisiting it. I mean, turn 2 Pugnacious Hammerskull, that's just how it is. And sometimes they still get the Vein Ripper, and you still just die. Yeah, it's a fight rigging deck. Pithing Needle, maybe it stopped one angle of them getting the stuff they were trying to get, but I don't know. People like to play aggro with their morning coffee. I like to play Stampede Dinos with my morning coffee. Pot is still fresh. It's been brewing for, I don't know, over an hour or so. I started it before I started this, so nice and warm, scorching hot. Oh, fight rigging, absolutely fantastic. It is a very lovely Gruul fight rigging. Oh, Ilharg. I always like to pronounce it Ilharg. I'm pretty sure the H is silent, but it's just, yeah, it's just fun. Huh? I mean, it is a fantastic deck. The Llanowar Elves, perfect fit for Hammer Skull and all those big creatures. And it's kind of nice. They have the fight rigging angle plus the Sorin angle. You package both of that and you're going to be doing something nasty, I would imagine. Yeah. Straight black, yes. Yes, Punk Monk. Anybody else that's interested? Straight black coffee. I cut the cream and the sugar a long time ago just because this is a little bit more healthy for me. Cream, even though it's not sweet, I think it's converted into sugars in your body. I don't know exactly, but of course sugar as well is, and it's mostly water. I do stay hydrated. I do believe that is a myth. People say coffee dehydrates you. I think it just makes you go to the bathroom more, but I certainly drink a lot. I like to believe that it keeps you hydrated because it is mostly water. Yeah, and hardcore too. That's also why I drink it. Yeah, tough stuff. Black. It's nice to see a perfect hand right there. We got Carnage Tyrant on turn 4. We don't need a Sylvan Scrying and Archdruids Charm. Should be good. Don't have to worry about a mana dork surviving potential removal from the opponent. Just get to 6, turn 4. You can't thought seize away a land. Oh boy. The fine things in life, like Izzet Phoenix, or taking down Izzet Phoenix. Hopefully it's not turn 2 Ledger Shredder, but again, for the most part, I think more often than not, the Phoenix deck is not quite fast enough. They have to... Oh, Thing in the Ice. Mono black deck. Maybe. I still haven't decided what April Fool's is going to be this year. Thing in the Ice is painful stuff. I think we should be able to get the job done, especially with Vorinclex, maybe. I'm tempted to go Vorinclex. Early morning grind, JDX, yes, absolutely. Glad you're here to enjoy the potential domination of this opponent. Would they have a counterspell? Maybe. I'm going to test the waters because I think oftentimes they don't. I hope they don't. We'll find out. Good. I want to grab enough lands that eventually I will be able to make 8. Hopefully Vorinclex survives. I could see it going down to a Lightning Axe for 5 plus a Fiery Impulse. Or a counterspell. Yeah. The only thing mono black is my coffee, absolutely. Napalmed Phoenixes in the morning. Well, we'll see. We will be hit by an Awoken Horror next turn. But Vorinclex entering, we get 2 lands, it bounces back to our hand, it would enter and we'd get 2 more lands. Pretty good. Of course, I'm going to grab both forests. This deck doesn't often run Field of Ruin. I want 2 lands that enter untapped. I don't have to pay 2 mana. I should be safe. I'd be surprised if they use Field of Ruin. I think we should have enough time. Thing in the Ice is going to be flipping. We're hit for 7, going down to 13, but Tyrranax Rex is an 8/8, so that scares away Awoken Horror, which is only a 7/8. Tyrranax Rex possibly could save us, I would imagine. Yeah, do that Lightning Axe and Fiery Impulse. Well, I guess they just needed to bounce it. We're good. We should be able to smoke them. Woo! Fiery clips, just like the fiery coffee. Oh, good stuff. That is hard getting the enunciation down. Just getting the right feel, I can imagine. Well, we have to go Tyrranax Rex, sadly. At the very least, we scare away the Awoken Horror, I hope. Archdruids Charm could take out a Phoenix as we continue to buy time and wait and wait and wait. Until we get Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. If we get Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn, they will die. That is good though. Enunciation is probably one of my hard things. I tend to mumble a little bit and don't really get it as clear as possible. Trying to work on it, but partly some of my enunciation is because I try to keep it quiet because my son is sleeping on the other side of the wall, so I'm not usually as loud as I could be, which would help with the enunciation factor, or I'm just tired and I haven't had enough coffee. We're not dead yet. Yeah, especially in the mic. Oh, yeah. Even with good equipment, 100%. Well, we're certainly playing the forest. Any way out of this? Any possible way? 2 phoenixes. Archdruids Charm could take out an Arclight Phoenix. We'd only take 3 and... Carnage Tyrant left with 2. Vorinclex does have reach. I would imagine they have some removal or bouncing that would get rid of it. We'll see if they get another Phoenix. If they hard cast a Phoenix, we're definitely done for. I don't know. Yes, those late radio shows, my wife always says I should do voiceover work or be a radio host. Hopefully I don't put more people to sleep, but I would imagine if you guys are just waking up, you should be well rested. Oh boy. Here we go with the Izzet Phoenix. Are they going to kill me? Are they going to not hard cast Arclight Phoenix? Okay, we might be safe. Down to 1. Hopefully they don't have Spike Field Hazard, dealing 1 damage to any target, finishing us off for exactly lethal. Okay, this would be a doozy. They must know something is up. You gotta. Hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce, but I do have enough to pay the extra cost of that card. Absolutely, especially with what I'm using right here. You have to be pretty close, but it's a directional mic. I believe it's been some time since I bought it, but it picks up on a lot of things. Oh wait, that's it. Xenagos. Double T-Rex 18. No, that's not it. I got a little bit ahead of myself. Okay. Vorinclex with the reach. That's what we want. No, that's still not going to be it. Nah, no Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, no land untapped, and no wins. Unfortunately, almost got him. Hornet Queen, 100%. Get the Death Touch, get those flyers, and possibly scare away what the opponent is trying to do. Questing Beast, no Questing Beast here. Don't want that. Zapandrel? Nah. We'll go with the Hornet Queen. Of course, Zapandrel with reach could be nice, but Hornet Queen, 5 creatures with Death Touch and flying. Okay. Treat. This deck is a treat. It can't be beat. Well, sometimes it can be beat. Where am I going with this? You get the idea. The treat is when I beat opponents. You gotta be quick on your feet, especially against Izzet Phoenix. I like that. Certainly quite a bit better. Sunken and Forest, Sylvan to grab that Castle Garenbrig. Certainly want to keep Hornet Queen, but also, we'll get Palani's to the bottom. It would be nice to give everybody haste, but I want to preserve the potential of Ghalta Stampede Tyrant there. Man, that was so close. Very scary. Thing in the Ice, Awoken Horror, usually. But it's not super common. Certainly it's some list that involves the Ledger Shredder, I would imagine. Oftentimes. Cross your fingers they don't have you-know-what. Good, good. Hey, maybe we draw a Sunken, we get another Sylvan Scrying which would grab this Sunken, or we get Archdruids Charm to grab Sunken Citadel. So there's a pretty good chance we'd see another Sunken Citadel. Whoa.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Yeah. That's going to be good. Now the question becomes, Thing in the Ice will flip. We'll let it happen. We'll get the Hornet Queen down. It can't flip right now. I mean, basically they're dead. I'll play Tyrranax Rex. That's the hardest thing for them to deal with. They'll have to jump through all those hoops. They're not killing us next turn, which means we kill them. We've got Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. We're going to be able to make 8 on turn 5 with Palani's Hatcher, which is kind of nice to see. I was a little bit worried sending it to the bottom. I only have 8 things at the moment that can give everything haste. Xenagos is nice, but of course I did trim Xenagos. If Tyrranax Rex is going to be... Well, they're not flipping Thing in the Ice. It is nice to get in a bit of damage, and this should basically guarantee that we kill them. They're certainly bouncing Tyrranax Rex next turn. Thing in the Ice is going to be at 2 counters after they play some spell for 1, I would imagine. It's pretty nice to know they're dead. They should be. Yeah, that's what you want to do. It doesn't always happen, but hey, when you get Tyrranax Rex with 4 lands, counter spells do nothing, you can't target it, ooh, it never gets old. It's going to be nice if they're tapped out. Revenge. I'm going to say good game, and they're going to think, oh, what's this person talking about? Maybe they think they have won, but they have not. Basically in a no-win scenario. They have to flip it. Ah, shucks, man, that's really great. One red. Now, certainly they could be going Lightning Axe, but we've got Hornet Queen, like I'm saying. That's gonna be the big helpful thing. If they don't have Lightning Axe or Fiery Impulse, that is definitely going to be it. I won't say good game yet if they can take out Palani's Hatcher, but they've flipped their Awoken Horror, so we are going to be awaking horror in the opponent. Oh, boo, what you going to do now? Nothing, you're going to die. Taking out Palani's Hatcher, 100%, that's going. Eat it is right. They should just concede at this point, because I don't see them getting around this. Unless they played another Awoken Horror for 2, played a 5th land, cast 2 spells for 1, or 3 spells. Yeah, no, that's that should be it. They have a little bit of single target removal, taking out some of the 5 flying Death Touch flyers. But that's still not enough. We should be deterring, I think, enough aggression with the Arclight Phoenix. I hope. Crossing my fingers. Oh, they're considering what they could do, which is not a whole lot of anything. Oh, darn, look at that Crackling Drake. Very scary stuff. It doesn't have trample, so yeah, there you go. Buddy, eat it. Eat it is right. But, yeah, no. Keep it like that. Playing the Hornet Queen, I'm also thinking of just starting out with the Hornet Queen. Instead of maybe those one-ofs, legendary creatures, the Hornet Queen, you can imagine, would help in quite a few scenarios if we can stick it. Seal the deal, yeah. We land the Hornet Queen against a deck with some, mid-range-ish creatures, stuff that costs 3 and 4. Oh, It's being used in mono green devotion. I've seen quite a few people do that. And I think we'll keep that hand. Very reasonable stuff with the Underground Mortuary. Oh, the 3 Hornet Queens. This could be extra deadly. Castle Garenbrig, that would be ideal. Do it. Hopefully. Oh. I think Hornet Queen is probably the best thing. Maybe it's not the best option to do what it achieves. But if I can make a ton of mana, Hornet Queen makes a ton of sense. Would imagine they have a counter spell, possibly. But again, usually that's not the case. Don't want to get it burnt on Sylvan. We're going to go with Beanstalk, just in case. Test the waters a wee bit. Draw out one of those few counter spells, maybe. Good. There you go. They didn't play their Ledger Shredder. They had to hold up mana for the thing we were going to do. Alright, tapped out. I love it. Ashiok is a little bit interesting. It's nice that they don't have any Phoenixes, so Commune with Dinosaurs, it's going to dig for our land for the turn. Hopefully it is a Castle Garenbrig. It is a Castle Garenbrig. Boom, they're tapped out. We're still left with 2 for Sylvan Scrying. Lovely stuff to grab the Sunken. We won't be playing... Okay, never mind.
It's a trap!
I forgot about Ashiok. Oops. That will probably... Oh, we got a Sunken Citadel. Good. Phew. Maybe I'm saving myself. Maybe we can stick to Hornet Queen next turn and live. Redemption. Ashiok seems to be pretty fantastic. Helps out a lot of people. We could just be dead with no Arc. Okay, good. No Arclight Phoenix in the graveyard. Yeah. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. Hit a Cavern of Souls or something next turn. Let's stick that Hornet Queen. They got 2 Phoenixes in their hand, don't they? Oh, just 1? Okay, 15. We're not dead. We're almost dead, but we're not quite dead. Hornet Queen, you can do it. Oh, well, it would have been Hornet Queen if it was at 3. That darn Stomping Ground. Huh. Couldn't quite get it done, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. That would have been pretty cool. I was at 3, go down to 1, take the 2 from Stomping Ground. Phew. But I think things are good. I don't hear anybody is awake at the moment, so let's get another match in. Might as well. Push it as much as possible. Alright. Revenge against the Phoenix deck. Or maybe Vampires, or Boros Convoke would be pretty good. Only 777. Maybe it's going to be mono green devotion with that Nissa avatar. No. 3 Ghaltas. I mean, it could kind of work-ish. Not so much. Okay. Got a little bit worse, a little bit better. Xenagos and Vorinclex played as safe as possible. You know, oh, vampires, nasty stuff. What do we do with Commune? Actually, now that I have Castle Garenbrig, I'll wait. Turn 2 Castle with Sylvan to grab Sunken. I think that should be good. Oh, are you going to save mana for removal for the creatures that I'm not going to play? Probably. I like the looks of this. Commune, if we don't need it to grab a land, we could use it to dig for something pretty darn impactful. Maybe it's just going to be Vein Ripper turn 3, which is phew. But it also might not be Vein Ripper. We see Ghalta, so it could certainly be something painful. Rakdos Sacrifice is a very real possibility. Tyrranax Rex seems to make good sense. We'll play that with Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant, I hope. We have 2 Archdruids, so one could grab another Sunken. We have enough lands at this point, though, that's for sure. Or it's Transmogrify with Atraxa. That I actually have been starting to face this quite a bit. It's not the first time. Yesterday, I think I faced it twice. Creeping up in popularity certainly tends to do the trick. Well, we're not dead yet. Archdruids Charm could help us take out Atraxa, which, you know, is pretty nice. Okay, this is actually getting quite interesting. Well, certainly Stomping Ground. Archdruids would... Well, it should grab some land, just so we can make 8 next turn. Ghalta plus somebody hasty would be nice. Pretty handy. At least we maybe have a couple turns, perhaps. We'll see. Somebody good, somebody good. Hopefully I draw somebody good. We want to be able to play Ghalta 100%. Boom. Creature, 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 creature. That's not a creature, and that is not quite going to do it. Anyway, out of this, not so much. Technically, Archdruids... No. I don't think. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, that's not going to do it. Sometimes, even with 18 lands and a bunch of stuff to search, you still get stuff that searches for things. Do I like Hornet Queen? Kind of, a little bit. With Atraxa, I don't have to worry about being hit with that. Sometimes that's how I have scared away Atraxa, and then we just buy time until we decimate the opponent. Of course, Culling Ritual feels a little bit nice, but Archdruids Charm possibly taking out the transmogrified target. I don't imagine I would have a creature out with 3 mana when they go transmogrify. That would happen before I'm able to do the removal part of Archdruids Charm. But with Trim Questing Beast, they have a decent bit of removal. Vorinclex, some of that stuff. Zapandrel, yeah. And good old Xenagos. Maybe I could trim Ghalta, Primal Hunger, just because they do have some removal. Keep in Xenagos, which is a little bit more durable with the indestructible part. Oh, it's kind of like that other hand I had when I mulliganed the first time in that first game. It's a little bit better. No. Okay, we got there. Send about a bunch of creatures to the bottom, I think so. Play it safe. Underground Mortuary, we need a land that is a forest type. And I'm certainly keeping that Hornet Queen on top. We should be able to maybe get there. I imagine Archdruids Charm is going away instead of Commune. Oh, very interesting stuff. Very surprising as well. Probably have another Thoughtseize or Duress. Oh, okay. Ouch. Tends to do the trick. Especially when you have to mulligan twice. It's not nice. Or you just get an... There you go. Phew. Okay. Good stuff. Hopefully it's a land that enters untapped. Go with the Hornet Queen. And we're off to the races. Oh, yes, we got it. Phew. Phew. Oh, my goodness. We're safe. Hopefully they have a bunch of Thought Seizes and Duresses in their hand, and now we can cry. See you later. Oh, do you have your single target removal? And another Hornet Queen to boot. I won't say good game. Maybe they have some sort of sweeper, but watch them concede on the spot. That is... Hornet Queen does the trick. I love it. Man, that's good. Oh. Phew. It is a little bit tense against a deck with Thought Seizes and Duresses in a pretty low land count. It's a little bit risky, but I mean, if they don't do that, it's very, very common, very consistent to get what I need. Makes it feel extra good. Now, you know what I'm going to do? The Ghalta. Ghalta and Xenagos, like I was mentioning. Ghalta more durable and hasty. Nice hasty damage on a potential Carnage Tyrant, which is kind of nice. Maybe they have a bunch of removal. Xenagos sticks around. Speaking of Xenagos, and a lovely hand. Yes, please. Thoughtseize, of course, is getting rid of Sylvan Scrying 100%. It's got to. Okay. Oh, another Palani's Hatcher. Not the best thing in the world, but an Archdruids Charm. Well, they could have more of that stuff. Okay, good. They don't. Hopefully we get a chance to pop off with Archdruids. Hopefully Sylvan Scrying sticks around. We grab Castle Garenbrig, and we're looking good. We should grab Castle Garenbrig just in case they get rid of Archdruids Charm. So we potentially will make a bunch of mana. Looks like they might be a little bit aggressive, pretty aggressive. They certainly have a lot of transmogrified targets. They could just be getting Atraxa this turn, I think. Maybe not. Attack with the creatures, all of them, and then go with Transmogrify. Oh, okay. We're not dead yet, at the very least. Archdruids grab another Sunken, Tyrranax Rex. That's probably going to be it, I would imagine. Yeah, Culling Ritual could have been helpful. Hitting some of the small stuff that they might have targeted certainly would have been nice. Or they just straight up cast Atraxa with all those treasures, which is sometimes what's happening. What's going to happen. Or they also do that. Okay. That tends to do the trick. And we're not coming back from that. We're already at 9. Lovely. Good aggression from the opponent. Well, not the best night or the best morning in history, but it's how she goes. Continue to tweak things a little bit. But overall, I'm very happy with where it's at. Definitely want to keep in Archdruids Charm. But I think I'll end it there for now. Nice that I was able to go past an hour, and I think people should start to be waking up. I would imagine my son is probably stirring in his crib. Have to go tend to that. Yes, I'm happy I could do a morning stream, a replacement stream, whatever it is, whenever it is. I'm happy to do this as much as possible, even though it's never enough for me. Yes, thanks for watching, Hunk, JDX, Manuel, Punk Monk, everybody else watching right now, later on. Have a good rest of your time zone, whenever it is, wherever it is. See you next time. Peace.